Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angelscope, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the month of March 2021 for the sign of Gemini. So before we begin, I'd just like to welcome everyone, and just to make you aware of what goes on in my channel, especially if you're new to my channel. So first off, I do these monthly, and then of course I do weekly, daily angel readings that are written on my channel, my Facebook page, or you can find it through Twitter as well. And there are some meditation videos. There's a general angel reading for the week. Every single week I do them. So check out the social media links below. Also, you can find them here on YouTube as well. Also, I've been offering my half-hour reading since the pandemic for a special offer for 1 full hour. So you would go to my webpage, theangelscope.com, that link's below, and you would select the $77 half-hour reading as is. Within 24 hours on the first business day, I will send you a confirmation email. And don't try to fuss with the scheduler on my website. It doesn't work. So I will, in the email, give you instructions to submit your availability for a reading. It's about 3 weeks, that I asked for. Also, just be aware that in that email, I'll note the special offer, of course, and just note that there are no limitations or restrictions. So if you've had the reading offer before, it's still available as long as I'm offering it. Okay, so let's take a deep breath together. Gemini, the first word I'm seeing for you is possibilities and power. Okay, and so I want you they're guiding everyone to start with their Earth Star chakra. So you might feel already when you took the breath, this energy beneath your feet, like it's spinning sphere, or you feel vibration or pulsation. And be aware to the change in the texture of that. It might be a little rough, and it might smooth out. And so we're going to, first of all, call upon Archangel Sandalphon to activate this chakra and to fill it with the ascension flame. And just take a deep breath and feel it expand and open. And be aware that the energy immediately, once it's open, it will rush up through all of your other chakras, activating them, turning them on, and allowing you to really be deeply rooted and connected. Now, what they've been saying for everybody for the month, this is the energy for the month, it's sort of like a crossroads. That's the word they wrote. And the other word they wrote was oxygen, which means breathe. So they really want you to take some time every day to do this exercise, to breathe, center. So whenever you feel anxiety, whenever you feel like, you're out of balance, just call upon Archangel Sandalphon and repeat this process. And they just wrote the word, this is a time, an opportunity for you, or a time for examination. So, I get a sense, Gemini, that you can be a little analytical or looking at things a little bit more carefully. But this is sort of in an enlightening way, okay? I get a sense of that pay attention to your energy. Always be examining the flow or lack of flow of your energy. Notice if it's smooth or if it's choppy, or because they just wrote the word compensation. They don't want you to compensate. They want you to get your energy sort of balanced in a way that feels good to you. Everybody's Like, I don't want to tell you it's going to be smooth or this, because it'll be different for everyone. But once you do this and examine everywhere you go. So now when you meet somebody else, their energy is not going to be the same. So it's going to be like a chemical reaction. You're going to feel something slightly different. Don't jump to conclusions that this person's off from you. They're just vibrating differently because of the composition of their divine mission. And their blueprint is slightly different from yours. There can be some kind of harmonization that can occur and you know what that feels like when your heart opens up and you feel this connection with someone. But the thing is, don't anticipate what it should be like for others, which is important, so that you don't throw yourself off, because much the moment you judge them, you throw yourself off. Okay? That's what's important for you to realize. And you lose sort of a sense of where you should be, the track you should be on in that dynamic of your interaction with others. All right. So this is how they want you to work with this in this month. All right, so let's take a look at the cards and see. They just wrote the word equilibrium, okay? And this makes sense because it looks like you're going to be sort of jumping into the fire, so to speak, right? That you may have these sudden impulses, that you are following, and they're writing the word syncopation. So sometimes it's going to feel off because you are forming a new pattern. You're creating, like, your world, your reality is changing, and the pattern of that frequency is going to feel different. It's going to change. And there are times they're writing that it's going to feel congested, like as if, you're all clogged up and you can't even feel anything. And so in those moments where it feels like you can't feel anything, just know that you're stepped into the unknown, like the dreamer. You stepped into a new dimension, a new portal. And that frequency that you might feel like nothing may actually just be where you need to realize now, every decision you make, you have free license to create your reality and to take every opportunity to do so. When it changes and it feels unfamiliar, but you feel something, and that means that the path is there's a path there. And it's a path that you built, you cultivated it, you established it, and now you're walking into it, but it's different. It's an improvement. It's the better version. It's where you've been going, and all of this sense of everything that you've been doing previously, all your actions has been leading you somewhere you didn't know, but now you've arrived there. So enjoy that, okay? But the whole idea here, and you're working with Archangel Metatron as well for this month, is to have faith in all of this and stay focused on the purpose that's in your soul. That's the only voice you need to hear. The only voice you need to hear. All right? All right, so let's take a look at the message from your guardian angel. And this is 7 of action. And, this is saying that there are going to be these moments, right, where it's going to seem like everything else, like you're going against the grain, like everything, like you're like this lone ranger, this pioneer. And you feel like it's almost like you're in traffic all of a sudden and you seem to be going in the opposite direction that everybody else is going. And you're going to feel like, oh my God, like, what the hell am I doing? Like, nobody else is going this way. Maybe I should turn around. But you got to stay that course. Or it may feel like you're dealing with a lot of opposition, like you're just butting heads with you. They're not on the same frequency as you are. And so therefore, they're not understanding what you're up to or what you're doing and why. And you might find people questioning you, but you can't let that deter you either. So this is where you're at this point in your life where you're standing on your own, because you've got to finally stand for something. And I'm not saying that you don't ordinarily, but because you've asked and you've asked and you've requested, is the word they wrote momentarily a few moments ago, because you've been asking and requesting, you've placed yourself in this position where you're not on the same bandwidth as the other people any longer. And so see that as also a recognition of that transition or shift in your awareness, in your perspective, in your understanding of the world. So this is an indication of you're moving in a higher dimension, okay? That you're on this path of enlightenment. You're truly on it when you experience some of the things I just described, which I've never described before. So new to me for the first time, some of those explanations about the no sensation of energy, and one that's different from the one that you're normal. That's why you need to be always aware, and then be aware of what you're getting, where other people's energy is, and do not judge it as wrong or right, but judge it as where they need to be. And because you are who you are, even though it may not be in alignment or with where they are, it just shows you that you're now, they may act towards you, they may treat you like an adversary in a way, or a troublemaker, but you are actually setting the template, you're setting the standard for where they're going just by being you, even if it doesn't seem to click. Okay? So this is what this card is, sort of indicating for you in terms of energy and your experience. So it's like, it just seems like, boom, you're taking leaps of faith, you're going in your own direction, you're the dreamer, you're focused, but you're gonna find that you're butting heads or finding opposition coming up, and you've got to stand. This is to test you, to make sure that you know that you made this decision and that you're okay with it. When somebody challenges you, it makes you protect what you've done and created and accomplished. And that's the purpose for this. All right? So Gemini, I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and have a beautiful month.